Welcome to Marketers Talking Marketing.
Welcome to another episode of Marketers Talking. Today we're joined by Eitan. Tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Hi, Jess. How are you? It's a pleasure to be here. So my name is Eitan Koter. I'm a co-CEO at Vimy. We are a video commerce SaaS platform working with brands and retailers who want to leverage video for the sales and exposure of their products, of course, their own website and over social media. I'm already, it's been 10 years since founded Vimy. So we are a growing, profitable, bootstrap SaaS company. It's been an exciting journey. Overall, I'm more than 2 decades in the video business. Started when we used to call video broadcast or media and entertainment type of video. Saw the evolution of video from analog to digital, and from digital, obviously, to IP networks and public networks with the rise of companies like Netflix and Disney. And obviously, video is so important for any business these days. And our job here is to help companies leverage video quite successfully in the most, I would say, engaging form of video, which is shoppable video, live shopping, and the mega trend of social commerce that is just pushing all of it together.
Tell me more about shoppable video because I've heard that mentioned, but I honestly have no clue what it is.
Yeah, so shoppable video is the ability to interact with a video through some clickable buttons or maybe a chat system and create a checkout process while continue to watch the video. So think about doing this endless scrolling on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, and from time to time you'll see video that is being promoted by a brand or an influencer. That video will showcase a specific product or demonstrate a specific service, or it can be physical products, a service, or a digital product. And there is a link or a call to action, like a button on that video player that says click here to buy or buy now. And once clicking on that video, we will be redirected to a product page or to a checkout process. Now, shoppable video is the non-live form of video. So video, obviously, we have live video and non-live video, like pre-recorded video. I think all of us are quite familiar with YouTube videos. We can call them long-form videos, more intense in terms of the production value and the editing efforts that is being used to create those videos. And these videos can be long, sometimes more than an hour. Mostly go to YouTube, but there's a lot of hype around short form videos these days, and obviously pushed by TikTok and the TikTokification effect that makes us decide within probably 2 seconds if you want to stay here for a few more seconds or just swipe up for the next video. So shoppable video is the ability of creating these checkout and purchase experiences through video, whether it's for long form or short form video. The other aspect that is like parallel to shoppable video is what we call live shopping events. These are events that started in China probably 5-6 years ago. In China, it's a big thing. It's hundreds of billions of dollars of GMVs per year. Just live shopping in China is bigger than some of the largest e-commerce countries in Europe, right? So it's like a really huge over there. Started to evolve into the US and Western Europe probably like 3 years ago. According to all the reports, it's catching up in North America. Actually doubled in terms of GMV last year. So it's definitely a really interesting mix into the marketing activities that brands and retailers and online businesses are doing, just engaging with their users directly in real time. Users can engage with, ask questions through chat systems, and actually make a purchase during this live event.
Yeah. For this live shopping event, is it similar to shoppable video where there's like CTA overlays that you can, or is it more conversation in the chat and like dropping a link to the store? Or are they ordering through the chat?
Yeah, it's one to many, right? So the seller or the host is able probably to answer questions through the chat, but there's no one-to-one communication. So it's not like a Zoom call or like we do here on Riverside, like one-to-one. It's usually one to many. And these events are like pre-marketed before the event, during the event, and after the event. But the idea is that from the shopper's perspective, they have the ability to watch the video in real time, which create a different psychological state for the shoppers in terms of their emotional involvement. And they can see, they can hear, and they know it's in real time. So there is an extra sensory activities, right, that is happening within those events. And yes, you have those call to actions to click to purchase, like a buy now button, or the presenter can just suggest a link or place a link to redirect. The idea is to use the video to increase conversion rates, to reduce shop abandonments. And we know that if those marketing events are live shopping events are promoted in the right way, and there is a good host and a nice discount or some kind of a nice gift, sometimes we can see conversions which are like 30%, 40% conversion rate during these events, which is quite dramatic. This is why we always recommend to have like a weekly show or a daily show go live. It's very, very important in the overall marketing mix.
And is that conversion rate based on someone who just joins the video for more than a few seconds?
Yes, I mean, it's overall, some of the events, we see that like 50% of the sales are happening post the event, because we record all the events, or 100% of the events are recorded. And sometimes people miss the event, so they just click on the same link and they just redirect it to the recorded version. Those moderators or the response team, they can still answer the chat questions, by the way, right?
Okay.
And sometimes we see that 50% of the sales are happening post the event, as long as the inventory is still there.
Wow. So the person watching the replay still is able to almost have that live experience,
Exactly.
just not with the host, but with someone who's on the chat.
Yes. And some of those events are pre-scheduled. So they say, okay, next week, Thursday, 8 p.m., we will introduce new products with some special terms, with a great host, right? And so when that time arrived, those events can be live, like someone is actually clicking a button at the back end and going live, but they can also be like pre-recorded, what we call linear video, right? So you can pre-record this event, go live with the video, linear video, but still answer the questions over the chat and make sure everything works. So we see a combination of things, but it works. I mean, there is a certain things you need to follow to make this show a success. It's not easy. There is no like a blueprint. Every company has a different secret sauce how to do that. These things needs to be experimented and evaluate through analytics what's working and what's not, and try to improve these events as you go and do them.
Yeah. With linear video where it's pre-recorded, are they pretending that it's a live video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Like in TV, right? I don't know if anyone was watching TV, right? It's getting less and less, but most of TV is pre-recorded linear. It's like playlist, just playing one after the other, right? Obviously, live is probably sports events or news. Some of the news items are pre-recorded as well, right? Like the different reports and all. But this is the majority of the video is pre-recorded linear, or what we call VOD, like video on demand based.
Okay. It's interesting. On the B2B side, I've used that for conferences and some speaking engagements, but oftentimes people don't realize that it's pre-recorded. They really think it's live, especially if you do it well and you incorporate some questions that are going to come up no matter what in it.
Yes, it's really interesting, and people don't care. They don't know, but they enjoy the experience. It's a really unique experience. And when they ask questions through the chat, usually they need to log in, so you have their details. And then they ask questions, so you can respond quickly, and having the ability to retarget them later if they didn't purchase, because we have all the data, what's working and what's not. And through the Vimeo platform, you can go live through your own website as an online business, but also in parallel, we stream those videos to all the social media accounts, right? Like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and the list is very, very long. We aggregate all the chats to one chat in the backend, so the moderators can respond to the chat. So it's very, very powerful in terms of conversions. This is why we call ourselves like a sales acceleration team. So we are like an extension of the company's sales team, using those video live and non-live to sell through social channels primarily, and also obviously taking the brand's website, the company website, making future-proof, more interactive with videos, both on hero banners and product pages.
Yeah. Now you mentioned there's no like real playbook on how to do this where every company is following kind of the same process. Are there things that you see that tend to work well for brands that are starting to explore more of this type of video?
Yeah, so we work with like brands that are competing on the same niche with the same products, fighting for the same customers, and they're all like completely different marketing activities. They have like different video strategies, and because every brand has a customer sentiment and kind of an emotional connection with the brand. So it's really, really different. So what we suggest is to take like 2-3 months and experiment with everything. The platform enables customers to go live, obviously, in various times of the day, experiment with various length of events, whether they want to push one product or multiple products, whether they want to invite a co-host, who is the host. What we see that authenticity is very, very important, and consistency. So those live events are performed better by the employees or by the founder or by the executives themselves, less by external celebrities or external hosts that are less connected to the product. So that's on the live shopping side. In terms of short form videos, shoppable videos, the whole idea is authenticity and consistency. So just create a list of 50 customer pains, or like talk about the trends in the industry. And it's important to, what we suggest always, to craft the content planning based on the marketing funnel and where you are. So if we just want to break this high level to awareness, consideration, and decision phases, right? So if you are in awareness, probably launching a new brand or just launching a new product, don't talk about the product, right? So provides a lot of educational content like marketing information, checklists, talk about trends in the industry. It's very, very helpful because people want to buy from people they know, right? So build relationship first, value, and then the people are more open to accept an offer. And if shoppers are in consideration phase, it's all about just providing these how-tos, providing case studies, right? If people are in decision mode, so it's all about just competition, right? The versus. Don't be afraid to talk about your competition, because your customers knows about your competition and they find all the information without you. So if you talk about the competition, just save time for them and they respect you a lot. So what we see a lot working today is all these versus content that is being originated by the providers themselves. Yeah, and in decision step, just provide product reviews, prices, testimonials, which we help to convert those users to actually make a purchase. And we always, on e-commerce and online purchases, talk about impulse purchase, right? And video just take this to the next level. It's really, really much more powerful than picture or text. And it makes the whole thing just more engaging and very effective for companies who are using these strategies.
Yeah, I feel like impulse purchase is the explanation for everything I bought off TikTok shops. But they have some interesting products that I never would have discovered or thought of until it came across my feed.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the algorithm, right? So
Yeah. So TikTok is definitely a big platform for shoppable video for online selling. Are there other platforms that you're seeing that are just as high converting, let's say?
So all the platform, if we talk about social network, all of them are providing some sort of, let's say, redirect or conversion. So TikTok is quite unique because it has TikTok shop inside. So it's very easy just to redirect to the TikTok shop, to a specific product page on TikTok, and just create those checkout opportunities. Today you can check out with Amazon as well, right, in TikTok. So there is a good, okay, so this is very, very checkout with Prime. So it's very, very important things that are happening, and they're moving so fast. Like every day there's a new announcement. So on the YouTube side, today you can, if you're in Shopify, for example, you can create those digital shelves and you can integrate shoppable buttons within the video player on YouTube just to redirect, create a purchase. And this is obviously supported on the Vimeo platform. We also support QR code for someone watching YouTube on laptop or on PC. And you watch a video, there is a QR code you can just scan, and that scan will take you to the product page. And you're obviously integrating those links into the YouTube video descriptions that are happening again on the same console on the backend. So you can create redirect, for example, from your YouTube to your Amazon product page or a TikTok page or to your brand.com product page. So, and on the Meta side, like Facebook, you have Facebook Shop, so you can redirect to Facebook Shop. On Instagram, you can tag products and you can redirect. And again, it's different from story to reel to post. In story, if you have more than 1,000 followers, you can embed a link in a story, and that link can convert to a purchase. So, and again, these things are changing. I know that Meta is going to announce some major improvements in terms of making videos shoppable. Twitch, the same. Obviously, we stream to Amazon as well and Walmart, definitely for live, and they are supporting this a lot. And there are more platforms like Pinterest is big on shopping and also obviously giving the ability to convert with a link or those influencers can also discuss, coupon code, or just provide a link in the show in the video description. It won't be a link; it will be a text. So these things are working. The influencer marketing is big, right? And it's just the sheer volume is quite substantial. And this is, again, even before we're starting with interactivity and click to purchase. This is just providing verbally, or just put the big captions with the coupon code on the video itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If someone is listening and they are thinking, I need to really lean more into video, where do they start?
Yeah. So the major objections that we hear is that, okay, great, we know that video is working. We want to start with video, but we are overwhelmed. We don't know where to start and how to start, because they think about those highly polished, high production value YouTube style videos, right? That are performed by real professionals. So this is not the case, right? So because short form video is the most effective way to grow organically these days, we know that it's very important to start with short form videos. Again, just create a list of customer pain, just follow the awareness, consideration, decision guidelines in terms of what type of content to create, and just create 30 seconds to 60 seconds videos on each one of those topics. Any brand owner or any company can create 100 topics for the next quarter, and just post 3 to 5, 6 times every week. So consistency just wins, because you can win the algorithm through consistency. No one cares about the background. No one cares about how you look. You need to have good sound, good lighting. You need to have using the right hook in the short form video. Just go out there, put yourself, and just push these videos to TikTok, Instagram Reels, to YouTube Shorts. YouTube just expanded the time. It used to be 60 seconds. Now YouTube announced that short form videos can go up to 3 minutes, right? So that's a major improvement. So start with short form videos. In the Vimeo platform, we give a lot of analytics of what type of videos are working, and so it gives you a lot of insights and recommendation how to improve targeting and campaigns. And once we see that one of the videos is working very, very well, we usually recommend those companies to boost that video with advertising, because we know the return on ad spend is going to be dramatically very, very good compared to any other activities that they're doing. So yeah, start with short form videos. It's not easy anyone can do that from their own smartphone. Experiment with live shopping. Go out there, put yourself on camera. You don't need to be afraid of it. You don't need to be expert in it. And if you need the help, there are a lot of consultants out there who can help you go live or create those videos. But the most important thing is consistency and authenticity. This is just winning the new type of shoppers, obviously on TikTok and all these social media platforms.
I heard somewhere that as long as your audio is good, people are also more comfortable if the video quality isn't precise, or
Correct.
if it's not the most beautiful thing.
Yes. Audio is very, very important, because the mind always think about what you said and what you are going to say, and they see your face. There's not a lot of changes, but audios keep changing, right? So audio need to be perfect, and we are less tolerance for problems in the audio, or some errors and lip syncs, and people will just swipe up, instantly. So yeah, I mean, just $20, mic will do the job. No one needs this, studio level microphone. It's not required. Just use a smartphone. Similar, simple mic will do the job.
Yeah, I mean, most smartphones have a better camera than what was available to consumers 10 years ago.
100%, yeah.
So, which is sometimes kind of blows my mind.
Yes. And I can tell you that I spend hours on videos and spend hours on editing, and send videos to my editing team, and it performed well. But some of the videos I spent 5 minutes creating the video, just one shot, just adding subtitles maybe, and they just went viral with 100,000 impressions. So it's really you don't know what's going to work, okay? And this is why consistency is winning the algorithms. It's winning the breakthrough battle that everyone are undergoing. So consistency, just go out there, create those videos, push them out, and you'll be amazed what's going to happen within 2-3 months.
Yeah. So you said 2-3 months. I was going to ask you, Is there like a minimum amount of time that you should be testing until you declare if it's working or not for you?
Okay, so there is no such thing working or not for you. It's 100% going to succeed. Okay, because video is just promoted by all platforms these days. Everyone wants video because those platforms understand how engaging these video are, and people are spending more time on the platform because it's video, right? So it's not a question of if you're going to succeed; it's a question of when you're going to succeed. So 2-3 months, I think, is a good time. Posting probably somewhere between 50 to 100 videos. Just make sure that you understand what's working for you and what's not. And after this, I can guarantee you're going to enjoy the process. So it's going to be like something which is, your mind is like getting used to doing those videos. The workflows are becoming much more automated and easy to perform. And yeah, so we always recommend those 2-3 months to get clarity on what's working and what's not, and just break through to the noise and let the algorithms and those platforms understand that you're serious, you mean business, and you're committed to this type of content.
If someone is listening and they're afraid to put themselves out there and they're not necessarily comfortable being on video, is it okay to also lean into like a faceless video using, different footage or AI to help kind of produce some visuals? Or do you recommend always having a human face in the frame?
So we talk about authenticity and like founder-led growth or employee-led growth content, or employee-led content is the most powerful thing, out there right now. This is really one of the most effective way to differentiate, right? Just putting the leaders out there, sharing content. It's just the best thing that you can do. Now, we do understand that a lot of founders and executives, they don't want to put themselves in front of the camera. And there is a lot of AI generated tools. You can use like stock footage quickly, just text to video is very available and the quality is not too bad. But it works to some extent, right? It works to some part of this marketing funnel that I've discussed before. It can't work, I believe, for conversions, and it's very difficult to convert. So probably it's good for brand awareness or providing more information. Later stage of the funnel or bottom of funnel is going to be very, very difficult to convert. I believe a lot in obviously UGC, the user generated content, but also in EGC, which is the employee generated content. Think about a company, it can be even small size, medium size, large size. It's just creating content by the employees themselves, by the founders, by the executive team. People are sharing content. And again, it needs to be authentic. It doesn't need to be over polished, over produced. That's the secret sauce here. Authenticity and consistency. And just this EGC trend is so powerful, creating differentiation, because people can really understand why this company exists, what they are doing, and they can see that it's for real, right? They can see behind the scenes, they can see what's going on, and they get confidence because a lot of people within the same company are sharing content, don't afraid to put themselves out there. Now, I know that CEOs or CMOs or CPOs they have a job description. None of them includes creating 25 videos every month, right? But I think it's very, very fundamental for future of growth and the future of executive, just to create content and put themselves out there. Of course, someone like probably to write more and create those blogs, or maybe to start a podcast on audio. But we know that the power of video is like something which is very, very unique, and nothing is even coming close to the effectiveness and the speed of you getting success. I can tell you about companies that just launched TikTok Shop, right? And they started to create video for the first time, like within 1 quarter, like again, those 3 months increased their overall business by 30%. That they can attribute, and this is like in the niche that you will never imagine. Car dealers and furniture companies, right? Not cosmetics, not fashion, which is like straightforward. They can 100% attribute their growth, and their growth is not on TikTok. It's on their overall brand.com sales and other channels, but they can attribute the TikTok video creation efforts to the overall growth of the company. So it's not a question of if it's going to work. It's 100% going to work. Just find your way through this 2 to 3 months effort.
Yeah. Well, car dealers, furniture, those are purchases that people don't make as often, and they tend to be quite a bit larger too.
Yeah, large ticket, like four digit, 5-digit. And if you get all the information you need and they're asking all the right questions and they give you all the right answers, yeah, you're ready to purchase. And we know that we are not like 20 years ago that people were afraid of putting their credit card online, right? So if you're happy with everything, did your research, then you go to a live show, or you just saw an advertisement, or just saw a video organically about this, and you have all the right answers, yeah, you will click. And there are hundreds of examples like that.
Yeah. I have a question around employee generated content. Do you find that it's as effective if brands share it from their personal brand, or is the recommendation, or not personal, but brand sharing it from their corporate brand, or is the recommendation that employees share it on their personal brands and then companies try and get that to be the profile that gets the attention?
Look, it's a great question. It depends on the policy of the company. I would suggest both, right? Because any employee is like kind of a brand ambassador, right? Any employee has its own network of connections. Okay, a lot of employees today, for example, they're using their LinkedIn to promote their company, but they're using their private accounts, right? You write on LinkedIn your company and your position, and you push and you reach out to customers just promoting your products, right, on behalf of the company. So it's totally the same. 100% use your private accounts, push, convert to the company account for checkout and to complete the purchase. I also highly recommend managers to incentivize those people on these online promotion activities, right? So if you are in sales, or if you're in marketing, or in the production line or whatever, and you create content, yes, your incentive plan, your MBO should include also a commission or something out of these overall activities, because we can 100% attribute your videos or your content for a specific sales, right? So it should be also included, not just selling and provide these incentives for regular business growth and quota, but also create incentive to create more content, put yourself out there, and through these conversions, incentivize those employees to create more and more content. I think it's very, very important. And this is the next stage of marketing and sales, as I understand.
Are there brands that are doing EGC well?
Yes, of course, there are brands that are doing EGC well. Those brands are usually have a very, very strong, let's say, founder or an influencer, right, that is well known. So it's very, very, very natural for the main figure, the living spirit of that company. This is what they do for their entire career. And this is just make this whole organization and this whole atmosphere, and it's very creating content. It's very open. You can make mistakes, but you can learn through the process. It's fine. Not all the videos are performing, right? But some of them will perform like very, very good. And it's like going to be very, very effective for the overall businesses. So this is what I see right now. But overall, I understand the challenges, right? There are like privacy issues, like security issues. There are like legal issues around that. It requires a lot of change. We work with a lot of retailers who are now starting to use their brick and mortar team to create those online shopping videos. It's live and non-live. And if you do that with the right incentives, then it's going to be very, very successful, because we know that those brick and mortar sales teams, they are the best, right? They see customers all day. They know how to answer all the questions. They know to promote the product. So think about putting them in front of a camera, just going live. It can be even 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or creating those short form videos. It's very, very powerful, and you see great results from that.
Yeah, I would guess also if you have video that's shot in your brick and mortar store, it makes it more of an event if someone actually comes to it and they're like, oh, here's the store I've been seeing in videos for the last, couple months.
Exactly. And it's for the retailer, there's a big advantage of this omni-channel, offline, online, creating this hybrid type of shopping experiences, which are very helpful. But we have another layer of complexity, which is the multi-channel on the digital level itself, right? So you have your own website when you want to leverage those videos and create those opportunities to purchase, embed those videos on hero banners and on product pages, but also going and publish those videos on all your social channels and marketplaces and affiliates and publisher. And this is something you can do on the Vimeo platform. Now, a lot of companies obviously are using influencers to promote their product. And so influencers can create videos, and usually there is no way so videos are being produced by the influencers, and they're posted on the influencer account, right? So we want to provide more control to the companies, asking those influencers to upload the video to the Vimeo platform where they've been approved. And from there, they can be published to the influencer account from within the Vimeo platform, including all their other accounts and the company accounts as well. But then we get all the analytics from this platform, all these accounts, and it gives a lot of insights to the brand. And knowing now they have a very, very powerful tool to provide more information and insights and recommendation and improvements to those influencers, how to improve content. And it also great benefits for the influencers themselves.
Yeah. Well, this has been super informative. If people want to learn more about you, they want to explore the platform, where do they go?
Yeah, so they can go to vimeo.net. That's VII.net, where we have a lot of product information, industry knowledge, like case studies, testimonials, and also a pricing page where they can start a free for life account. They can go live, create Shoppable videos, connect their accounts, and start with social commerce. It's like making all these things in a very simple to use platform. So that's on vimeo.net. And they can follow me also on LinkedIn. So I post daily everything related to video commerce, video marketing, social commerce, live shopping, shoppable videos. That's on my personal account.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see everyone on the next episode.
Thank you, Jess.